the head honcho.
Yes.
This is exciting. I feel like I've made it.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like this is the big time. Bonjour. It's just me, your old buddy Grizzly Jim, and I have a very special guest in the studio today. This is Augustin, the president of Uukha. Now, it's been our Uukha Open Day today, our special sort of seminar that you've been holding, a little workshop type thing. And I just managed to grab Augustin just for a few minutes just to come and talk to us about what's been going on today, what's happening in Uukha. So, Augustin, thanks for coming to speak to me.
My pleasure.
I've had the absolute privilege of being out there and having a little play and a little look at what's been going on. But tell us what's happening with Uukha at the moment. Tell us about some of the new things you've got coming.
Yeah, there is a real dynamic with Uukha for the past years. We have been for the past 3 years investing a lot in our product innovation, and it came up with a launch last year in January 2025 of the U5 range, the new limbs, and the X Pro 3, the new risers. And of course, Uukha takes time in its innovation cycle, and we totally assume that, because we feel that real innovation takes time. It's a lot of investment. And that's the reason why you have a long cycle of innovation for the limbs. But at least when we do a launch, it's a real upgrade with what we were doing in the past ourselves and with the competition as well. That's the reason why with the U5, so U5 means Uukha 5th generation of limbs.
Oh, okay. Well,
and we have been existing for the past 18 years. So when you realize it's only 5 generations of limbs over 18 years. So we take time, but products are always ahead of the competition.
Well, I think that's a good thing, because you don't want to get into the cycle of, to pick a brand out of the air, a tech brand, something like Apple that releases a new phone every year and it's, hey, this phone's amazing. The old phone, that's rubbish. You want this, like there's longevity built into the limbs, which is nice to see, because talking to a few people on the range today who attended the Open Day today, they're shooting older generation Uukha limbs and they're still performing amazing.
And we are very happy with that, because it's durability and quality for us. We feel it's very important. And first, it's part of our DNA. The way we build and the way we manufacture, because we do everything in-house, conception, manufacturing, distribution, everything is done in-house. So we have the full control of the quality. The raw material, pre-impregnated carbon fibers with resin, come from the aerospatial and aerodynamic industry. So we have a very, very high quality of raw material. And after, we have the full integration of the process. So we have the control of what we do and the way we do. So for us, it's important. And when we see people enjoying our limbs of the first generation, we're very happy. We're very happy because we do things to last, and then it's part of our DNA. So we're very happy.
That's incredible. And then sort of there are some much older products out there still holding their own.
Exactly.
A friend of mine shoots some. I forget what they're called. I don't know. They were glossy.
Glossy.
And they're still shooting great.
Exactly. Now the trend is more the matte finish.
Yeah.
Of course, when you have the glossy, meaning that it was several years back.
I must admit, I prefer the matte finish, because I'm, by my very nature, very clumsy. Yeah. And anything that's shiny, I would knock it against a tree or something and put a big matte finish.
Totally matte finish, and for us it's a pleasure to see people enjoying. I mean, I would say with Uukha, it's performance and pleasure of shooting. So when we have people enjoying our product for many, many years, it's if they still enjoy shooting with the product and our product, we are very happy with that. Uukha is always performance and pleasure of shooting, and I think it's important to keep that in mind, that we are looking at excellence in what we do, excellence in the product characteristic and performances itself, in speed and stability for the limbs. And after the draw curve is very a matter of feelings. Mm-hmm. So it's really depend on the archer style, I would say.
Watching you out there today, you kind of do it a little bit different. You start with the feeling and work backwards. Can you explain that a little bit for the people at home?
Sure.
Who weren't lucky enough to attend today's...
Okay, next time come to the next session at Merlin, because we had an amazing day at Merlin. It was full of great sharing, discussion, and it was a really busy day. And we love this interaction with the archery shop, the archers, and it's always a pleasure to be connected with people. So basically, our technology of the monolith carbon. So it's a patent technology from Uukha, and it's unique because it's coming from the aeronautic and aerospatial industry, and we put it into archery, and it's a complete different way of making versus the more old technology of the laminated technology, meaning wood or a foam core, and then 6 or 8 layers of fiberglass or carbon. For us, we cut layers of carbon pre-impregnated with resin, and we have a minimum of 20 layers of carbon.
Wow.
So you really know what you get in terms of when you buy a limb, you know exactly the percentage of carbon you have inside, meaning that for the alpha, which is our entry model with 70% of carbon. Then you have the sigma with 90% of carbon, and the omega with 100% of carbon. So you know exactly what you're getting. You're not buying wood or, and even when you see on the side of the laminated, you see the share of material and the part of the wood and the part of 6 or 8 layers of carbon. So of course, with us, you're buying at least 20 layers of carbon. And after the type of carbon is very important. We have the high quality and premium quality of carbon fibers. It's a long search, testing and trials to make sure that you get the best carbon. And that's the reason why you increase with a model, you increase in quantity, but you increase as well with the characteristic of the carbon fibers. And that's the reason why you're able to increase the speed and to increase the stability at the same time from the alpha to the sigma to the omega. So you have an increase in the percentage of the carbon, and you have inside, like a recipe, different ingredients, different type of carbon fibers, and that explains why you can increase the speed and the stability. And with the laminated technology, because this is a different technology, you need to make a compromise between speed or stability. And basically, that's the reason why we are unique in the way we are manufacturing and the way then the product are performing. These are the fastest limbs in the world. At the same time, being stable, because if you don't have the stability with the speed, you're losing control. So we always talk about speed and stability. So this is
normally you kind of have to pick.
Exactly.
You have to go like, I want stability or I want speed.
Exactly.
But best of both worlds.
Yeah, totally. And so what is inside is linked with speed and stability. However, what is linked with a draw curve, the draw curve is linked with the profile of the limb. So it's not what's inside, but it's the profile. So basically, we really wanted for the U5, the Uukha 5th generation of limbs, we wanted to have a much more linear draw curves and to keep this smoothness at the anchor point, which is a kind of DNA of Uukha as well. The kind of and the linear draw curve is really, really new. So and it has been the feedback are really amazing. It's unanimous, the pleasure of having a linear draw curve with a smooth finish. And that's unique, and it's our profile. And we are able to get this smooth finish, to get, this curve because of our technology of monolith carbon, allowing us to have one homogeneous block of carbon, and it's not laminated, glued together and pressed.
I've had a lot of fun trying. It's always fun getting to try new bows and things out. But I was having a play today with someone, and it's so smooth. So, and especially for me, I'm getting older a little bit, and I'm finding various joints and pains, and being a traditional archer, my poundages tend to be a little bit higher than maybe a target archer. Yeah. But the thought of being able to maintain that speed or even increase the speed, but for a lower poundage, that's very that feels good to me.
Yeah, totally. If you want to get the same arrow speed, with the omega limbs, you versus other laminated limbs, it's a gain of 4 pounds. So basically, with other laminated limbs, if you want to have the same arrow speed, you would have to shoot 4 pounds more than what you're getting with the omega.
So I feel like 4 pounds is a lot to make these days.
It's a lot. That's a lot, and it's also another way to say we can talk about foot per second increase, but also this is another way to present it, and it says a lot when you have 4 pounds on your fingers at the end. I mean, you feel it, and as you said, it's not for it's of course for more mature people, but it's for everyone. I mean, even myself, I'm working a lot these days, and I'm not training as much.
This is something very common with people work in the archery world. They don't shoot as much anymore.
And then you would like to train more, and then but you don't have maybe the time, the family as well, and then. You know, it's also the ability to keep the level or the poundage you were used to shoot and to keep it because you have this smoothness. And so always performance, pleasure of shooting. It's not, it's respecting your body. And either you are elite archer shooting 400 or 500 arrows a day, same, you could get injured by this repetitive gesture. So that's the reason why it's for everyone. It's much more beneficial. Either you are young, either you're more mature, either you are amateurs, but you are not shooting as much as you would like to, or you're an elite and you are very high volume of arrows.
Yeah, well, we had Ollie Hicks in the studio a couple of weeks ago, and he was. We spoke a lot about Uukha in that podcast. But he dropped poundage, but gained speed. Yeah. And it was hugely beneficial. I mean, if you can, I don't know an archer that hasn't improved somewhat by dropping a few pounds. But if you can keep that level of arrow speed and velocity up.
That's the reason why today we say, don't race to get the higher poundage or to force yourself, or just take the poundage you need. Yeah. You have the fastest limbs in the market. So today, just take what you need, what you're able to shoot, to be relaxed, to have a more relaxed release, and to feel good. Yeah. And when you feel good, the performance is there, and you're gonna, if you keep the same poundage, you're gonna increase your arrow speed. So if you are stretching too much, because you don't have maybe the time to practice as much as you would like to. Then it's great as well to reduce a bit the poundage. Don't force yourself, and you're gonna get the same.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Take care of your body. You only get one, so take care of it. But the other thing I really wanted to talk to you about as well is obviously in the target archery world, bare bow, recurve. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows, so many bare bow archers are using now.
We're very famous in the bare bow, but as well as the Olympics, classic,
really getting out there. But there's another market you're going after, because this is where I'm disappointed, because I thought you were going to bring the new riser.
You take riser.
So tell us about that. So because you're getting into the kind of the traditional kind of sort of hunting sort of market.
Yeah, totally. I mean, the thing is, we want to have. I mean, archery is a wild world, and we want to really to have the maximum of archers enjoying the sport and whatever they practice. We had in the past always two range: the target range and the nature range. Mm-hmm. The target for amateurs or Olympic level, etc. athletes, and you have the nature range more dedicated to hunters. Yeah, and we had the limb, so you have the same. Technology of the monolith carbon that you have for the target is the same exactly for the nature range. And you have the Yangi equivalent of alpha, Masalai equivalent of Sigma, and the Altan, which is the equivalent of the Omega. So you have 3 models targets, 3 model nature. However, on the risers, we had 25 riser and 27 riser Expose 3 on the target, but we were missing an offer. And a lot of archers were saying, we're enjoying so much your nature limbs, but we don't have a 19 riser or 17, or after we had to make we listened to the market. We made several surveys and asked people what would be 21, 19, 17. Of course, 19 came up, and we decided to go for the 19. So it's really when the tradition meets innovation, because we really wanted to this is for the instinctive and for the traditional
which is completely my bag. That's my area.
Yes, that's
and
true.
I'm really excited. I can't wait for us to get some here so I can get my hands on one. And
it's coming. It's coming. It's just that we did the news. The release was mid of January.
That was it. Nîmes,
exactly. We had the Taika in Nîmes. You should have come in Nîmes.
They didn't invite me.
Come on, what a shame.
All these great shows.
Always.
I'd be brilliant there.
Of course.
Talking to people, trying out the new stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'll have to wait.
Okay, but we invite you, okay?
Okay, I'll come you next time.
Come with us.
But I think, and because you can, you can shoot it off the shelf, you can shoot it off a rest. It's very versatile.
Exactly, very versatile. You have everything you need, and so basically it was shown the prototype in Nîmes, and pre-order started early February. So if you're interested, go and order now to your archery, because the delivery will happen in April.
Yeah,
and it's going to be first in first served basis. Yeah. It's already well loaded.
It's been received really well. A lot of anticipation.
A lot. And we were very, very pleased by the way it goes. So it's we were not surprised, but at that point I was positively surprised to see that it's really going higher than what we expected a bit. So now it's full production mode to be able to deliver the orders. But it's a very very exciting project. So can't wait to have a shooting traditional shooting together.
You got the whole spectrum.
Exactly. No, at least now we have a complete target and nature offer. It was really missing in our catalog. So I would say now it's much more coherent, limbs and riser. We have a lot of projects coming on. So now the idea is really to, again, in terms of priority for the innovation, to keep, to strengthen the R&D team at Uukha, and to be able to come up with every year something happening.
Yeah.
But while keeping in mind that we want to have, in terms of product category, life cycle, which take time, because again, it takes time and effort and investment to come up with a real novelty. So as you could see, it's add-on to the catalog
I think good things come to those who wait. Sometimes having that sort of extended kind of period, I think can build excitement. I mean, if something's coming out every single year, it's a bit monotonous. But when you guys come out with something, it's an event.
Yeah, totally.
It's kind of something really exciting.
This is a way also we want it to be. So it's our way to go. To take time to build on it as well. For the past 18 years, Uukha has always grown every single year, even during the year of COVID, because it was the launch of the previous range. So for the past 18 years, it has always been a growth, but a sustainable growth, always growing, with quality, durability in mind, and with real innovation. And again, it's some effort. So now the idea is to excite our Uukha addict and even more with new a complete and wider offer.
Yeah, but once you kind of get someone, they're on board.
True.
There's no going back really.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's what I was about to mention as well. It's when someone dives into the world of Uukha, it's usually they tend to be very loyal. So we are very honored by this loyalty, and we have to now also meet the demand because they are asking us for more.
Well, that's good. Yeah. That's good. You're doing great things. Yeah. But I know you're super busy, and I thank you so much for coming in for just doing a quick little video. It's been lovely. But I know you've got places to go and things. But thank you so much for coming in and talking to me. And let me have a play with some of the new bits and bobs.
Let's go and have fun. Let's play together. Thank you so much for your time, Jim. And hi, everyone. And thank you for listening.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. Thank you. So yeah, you've missed the Uukha day, unfortunately, but
we'll come back.
But there's always plenty of Uukha products in store at any of our branches if you ever want to go and have a little play with anything. But anyway, thank you very much. You take care, shoot straight, and we'll see you on the internet. Bye bye. And then that's it. We're done.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.